Growing up, my dad would harp on me about. Well, first of all, so my dream was to play in the NFL, right? Um, Everybody knew I was a football player. Everybody knew me as a football player playing sports, right? But growing up, my dad always harped on me about having a plan B, having a backup plan, right? And I feel like it's finna start raining. Hopefully, don't please don't rain. So this video is not gonna be too long, right? I'm gonna try to make it short as possible, short and sweet as possible. Get the message right. But anyway, my dad will harp on me to have a backup plan, right? Because I dreamed of playing in the NFL, man. I wanted to go to the league, right? But my dad, you know, my dad used to laugh at me, not because he didn't believe in me, it's because like you have to be realistic with yourself. Like a lot of, you know what I'm saying, a lot of great athletes didn't make it to the league, right? A lot of great athletes don't make it to the league. You know what I'm saying? And I say that because, and as I get older, started to realize is because it's not your purpose. God doesn't see you, going to the league. God has a different purpose for you. A lot of athletes, get mad, or just feel stuck in life because all they knew was football, all they knew was sports. They didn't know nothing else in life, right? And I would have been in that same boat if I never went ghost and actually taught the guy that, hey, what's my real purpose, or what do you really want me to do? That's why everybody needs to go ghost and build that relationship with God, right? Because a lot of athletes out here commit suicide because I'm like, they keep trying to find opportunities to, get picked up, to get signed. Like, man, you need to have a backup plan. That's why my dad harped on me to have a plan B, right? Because for a long time, like I told y'all, man, you know, when I dropped out of college, I tried out for the UFL. I was trying to get on the UFL roster, right? I paid $200 for this tryout, but now I realized this trial was a scam, right? Some people try to, you know, try to hype you up to think, oh, this is legit, but it's really not, right? That not just in sports, but in anything, right? They try to scam you, right? So they can get money. And that's why I didn't realize. I'm like, man, like forget what my dad told me about. That goes back to me not listening. I wasn't listening to my dad, even though he didn't make it to the league, but he know people that's been through it, that made it to the league, like that knows about what these leads and these tryouts can mean. They want money. They want that money to continue to build their league. They're not looking for people just trying out. They looking at people that's top notch, that's top five in college. That was, what I'm saying. Like, looking for winners. You know what I'm saying? Because these teams are looking for, they're trying to win. They're trying to compete. They looking for people that has a history of winning, right? And I do have, what I'm saying, I won a championship with my semi pro team. But let's be realistic, it wasn't in college. It's semi pro, and there's nothing wrong with semi pro. Not bash the semi pro, but you got to be realistic, man. You have to be realistic. I just had to be real with myself. Like, man, you ain't gonna make it to the league, man. I'm not doubting myself. If you have dreams, I'm not telling you to doubt yourself. I'm telling you to be realistic. And that's what my dad was trying to tell me, and my parents were trying to tell me, man, you need to be realistic. You have to have a backup plan just in case that doesn't work out. If you don't have a backup plan, you're gonna be stuck in life. And for a while, guys, I was stuck in life. Like I told you guys before, I was stuck for a while. I didn't know what else. I just thought about football, football, football. Wasn't looking at other options. If I would have looked back, I probably should have went the JUCO route. I probably should have went, after high, because I still love football. Football is still my passion. I still love football, right? I probably should have went JUCO. I should have probably went the JUCO route because my grades weren't the best out of high school, right? My high school coach was telling me to go to JUCO, but I didn't listen. That's again, listening. I wasn't listening. I should have went the JUCO route. I should have, could have, would have moment. I probably should have went the JUCO route. I was like, I got a D2. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to D2. but I was being paid on a partial scholarship, wasn't being paid on a full scholarship, right? So either JUCO, I should have went to JUCO, or I should have went to the trades, or I should have just went to trade. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? JUCO, don't worry, I'm going to trade. I should have put those options on the table, right? I probably would be in a better spot if I would have took those two. I'm like, yeah, you can go to JUCO to see how it is. And if you're not seeing results from JUCO, I'm like, hey, you need to go trade. You need to get you know what I'm saying, go to trade school. So that's probably what I should have done. So, that's something, again, I don't regret it because everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason, man. Um, so again, I hope that my son or my grandson uh, has that passion for football and makes it to the league. That's my goal. Is to hopefully my son or my grandson has a passion for football and ends up making it to the league one day. Ends up making it to the NFL. Live out my dream, right? So we just have to see. We just have to see, right? And that's my goal. That's my vision, to have my son make it to the league, or my grandson, right? My dad, you know, but now I'm working at, I'm a bus driver. I'm a bus operator. I'm just going to see how long God wants me to be with this company. I may, may staying with the company for a while. I love, it's a great job. So, and making content, I'm going to continue to make content. So that's not going anywhere either. Um, so guys, have a plan B. Have a plan. I'm not telling you not to go all in on your plan A. Hey, go all in on your plan A, but make sure it's going to work out for you. Always have a backup plan. Like, okay, if this not gonna work out, okay, I'm like, okay, I got something to fall back on. You need to always have something to fall back on if something doesn't work out the first time, right? Go all in on your plan A, but also make sure you have a backup plan. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have a backup plan. So guys, if you have a backup plan, you're not gonna feel stuck in life. It's gonna, you're like, okay, it's just a better feeling. You're gonna have a better feeling about life. You're gonna feel a better feeling about yourself, right? And that's something I wish I would have done. Listened, right? Again, I'm gonna make a separate video about listening, making that one regret, not listening to my parents, right? So, yep. But guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Uh, Leave a comment on what you think of the video. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. I'll see you guys on the next one.